PlayStation 2 is a legendary console. Even though I never owned it, I played a ton of it. How, you may ask? Mostly thanks to my childhood friend. And shops we call salle de jeu, kinda like playrooms. Sounds fancy, right? Except it's not. More often than not, it's just a garage with a couple of TVs and cracked PlayStation 2s. You'd be even lucky to find games outside of football, or soccer for my American viewers. It's either POS 6, GTA San Andreas, or if you're lucky, Tekken. Lucky for me, and probably unlucky for my friend, he had awesome games, and one of those games was the PlayStation 2 version of Half-Life. And honestly, the PlayStation version of Half-Life is kinda rad. But before we start talking about it, please do me a favor. Subscribe. I would love to reach 1K before the end of the year if possible, to continue doing this. Your likes keep me motivated. Thank you. The PlayStation port of Half-Life is quite fascinating. For a kid who completed Half-Life on PC, looking at the box was truly something else. We have HECU soldiers ziplining from the iconic Boeing Bell 22 Osprey, while Gordon Freeman looking at the horizon. Everything bathed in that orange glory. It's perfect. I didn't even mention the back of the box yet. I mean, seriously, look at the presentation. Models and graphics that looked way better than the PC version, and a new expansion that I've never played. I was hooked, much to the dismay of my friend. but we ended up playing it a lot. He didn't hate it, it's just that he was hooked on GTA 3 at the time, and so was I. The PlayStation 2 startup intro is so good. Not as iconic as the PlayStation 1 version, but so good. And then you realize this Half-Life port is made by Gearbox. Yes, the same Gearbox that keep on messing up their franchises. I still didn't forgive you about Colonial Marines, Randy. And yet, back in the day, Gearbox was responsible for one of the best expansion packs ever made, Opposing Force. And this Half-Life port is no exception. Gearbox did a great job with this port. I love the main menu presentation here. The contrast between orange and blue, they managed to modernize at the same time keep it old school. They nailed it. It looks great. This board doesn't have online. However, you can play against your friends in head-to-head, and boy, this brings back memories. We played Skirmish a lot. It was a simple map, it's just one lane, a container in the middle, perfect for one-on-one. It was so dumb, but yeah, it was fun. Playing Decay was quite confusing. Here's the funny thing, I do not remember if we played it. I'm pretty sure we did, but did we complete it? I honestly don't remember. In Decay, you play as Gina Cross and Colette Green, during and after the Resonance Cascade. You can either play co-op or solo. Playing solo is quite clunky at first, but you'll get used to it quite easily. Especially if you are used to playing turn-based games. The expansion is quite fun, until you reach the end. The final mission is brutal, especially if you are playing solo. But technically speaking, it's not the final mission. There is another bonus mission you can play, this time as a Vortigaunt. And there is a secret. If you manage to reach a certain hidden room in that mission, you can get a cheat code that allows you to play as a Vortigaunt in the single player. Just type this code to get the cheat. I had no idea as a kid that you could do that, until years after. And you know what? Now is a good time to try it out. But first, I want to talk about some improvements Gearbox brought to the table, and there are quite a few. I'm going to keep it brief though. The hazard course has received the most changes. Rather than starting in the elevator, Gordon now arrives via tram, making it much more believable. The controller shows up telling us how to move around. We get the opportunity to speak to the people who are responsible for the hazard course, witnessing some mystical powers in play.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I
discovering that the facility is shutting itself down way before the Resonance Cascade. All of that after agreeing to a totally not shady legal disclaimer.
Oh, I see that you have already signed our legal disclaimer. I, Gordon Freeman, hereby agree to the following terms, blah blah blah. In any case of serious injury, dismemberment, toxic poisoning, burns, rashes, lesions, blah blah, etc., hereby agree to waive all rights as an employee of the Black Mesa. Okay, very good. And if there are no questions, then please step through this door to begin your training.
My brother in Jafar, I live on the edge. The first room looks much more believable than before, and it includes the HEV suit. The long jump module is in a different room and looks much more coherent. The mechanic has been improved as well. You can use it by simply double tapping the jump button. Not only that, it also goes higher and further than the original. We also have a new section dedicated to the lock-on mechanic. And thank God for that, because aiming in this version is abysmal. The fascinating thing about this version of Half-Life is the HD models. They are not the same as the one released on PC. In fact, the PC version lacks quite a few. For example, the first aid kit and the HEV charger. You can interact with them with animations and all. It's a shame they never added them on PC. I know there is some controversy in regards of the HD models. Some people just don't like them. I get it. Personally, however, I like both. I like the old school version and I like the HD version. Sometimes I switch between the two. It depends on the mood, really. But this is not the reason why I wanted to replay the PlayStation 2 version of Half-Life. Aside from nostalgia, of course. I wanted to experience Alien mode and see what it's all about. Let's activate it and get on with it. So we start in the tram just like Gordon. They should have made it so you start immediately in anomalous materials. I mean, doing the tram again after beating the game? Yeah, it's kinda boring. Better yet, they should have made it so you teleport in or something. Something unique to, being an alien. But then again, it's just a cheat code, so... After a long tram ride, we arrive at anomalous materials and we immediately notice that we do not understand a lick of thing what these humans are saying. After doing some shenanigans... it's gonna be funny. It never gets old. We continue our way, and then we discover something really strange. Wait, did that cabinet just look at me? Nah, I'm imagining things. Can I break this window? What? What is going on? Why is this cabinet reacting to me? This is so creepy. Can I go inside? I can't go inside. What is going on? It's a creepy but funny bug. Not so creepy as the low-res G-Man. What? This is a complete different model than the model you meet in the end of the game. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's used throughout the game to save up on memory, since you never see him up close until the very end. After a heart attack inducing encounter, we get our HEV suit. Well, sheesh. There goes my bonus. And my promotion. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry. Oh yeah, Vertigon is supposed to attack me here. I wonder if he's friendly. Nope, not friendly at all. I wonder why Vertigons aren't friendly. Is it the HEV suit? Yeah, it's probably the HEV suit. So we continue our way, we fight soldiers, we avoid traps. Oh, and by the way, you cannot use weapons, you cannot pick up health, you cannot use first aid stations. In fact, it damages you. The only way to replenish your health is by fighting. And crates. Yeah, destroying crates gets you health. Don't ask me how it works. Apparently, Vertigons love crates. Since we cannot pick up weapons, that means we cannot pick up grenades. So how are we gonna distract this thing? Well, we zap it. Yeah, we just zap it until it retracts. Fine by me. We continue our journey to activate the power, oxygen and fuel in order to fry this thing to a crisp. I love my aliens like I love my chicken. Crispy. We continue our journey, we do some hit and run. We get captured by the police, I mean the HECU Marines. I hope you guys have insurance. We manage to escape and we have to fight this chopper. Except it kamikaze itself trying to get me.
Wow, what a waste.
Well, we continue our journey. We find ourselves in a minefield. Since we don't have grenades, we have to zap the mines one by one. After all of that, we finally reach the end. Finally, we are one step closer to Zen. Finding these controllers that teleports in was quite difficult. But still, we managed to hold off until the final jump. Here we are, Zen, we finally reached our family. But then again, if these are friendly, why did the other try to kill me?
Why?
That was Alien Mode. I had a lot of fun. Granted, it's an abridged version. I didn't want to make it too long. That was Half-Life on PlayStation 2. Surprisingly, I had a lot of fun playing in Alien Mode. It forces you to think outside of the box and tackle scenarios in a different way. I wish it had a different start. But I'm just nitpicking, it's clearly made just for fun, it's a secret after all. Aiming however was abysmal. If you don't want or simply cannot play the PlayStation 2 version of Half-Life, you can play yet another PS2 Half-Life PC port. It's a mod that ports every resources the PS2 has. You can install the Half-Life 25th Anniversary PlayStation 2 patch for extreme authenticity. You can also play Decay solo missions, available on ModDB and Steam. So yeah, you can somewhat experience the PlayStation 2 version of Half-Life on PC with higher resolution and everything. It's not quite the same, but close enough. I had a lot of fun revisiting this version of Half-Life. It made me nostalgic for, well, a much simpler time in gaming and the good time we had with my friend. See you next time. Inshallah.